advisories if you're traveling up in the mountains too. So from Carroll County, Pulaski, and Wythe counties, you can see here up along 220. You're looking at those showers and thunderstorms lifting in along the coast now, starting to see that flow out of the tropics. Not directly yet from 9, but soon we will begin to see even more energy out in the areas of the Atlantic, right off the coast of the Carolinas, and of course Florida and Georgia first. This is where they have some tropical storm warnings as well. Here we've got temperatures that have been pretty pleasant with a little bit of sunshine mixed in. Those big heavy clouds though in the distance showing the showers and storms coming our way. We've got Stewart, Martinsville under some rain right now, 79, and Burlington making it into the upper 70s today in most spots. Similar conditions tomorrow. A few spots might make it to 80, but we're going to have a little bit more help with sunshine and less likely to see showers. You might have a lingering shower in the morning hours, and then throughout the day mostly sunny skies, possibly an isolated storm in the mountains. You notice temperatures there in the low 70s to upper 60s. We've got temperatures in the upper 70s for folks in the Piedmont Triad throughout the day tomorrow. So that 12-hour forecast will start to bring in showers again late Sunday night into our Monday and then early Tuesday, but it's looking a little less rainy. Remember yesterday we were talking about that possibility of tropical rain moving inland. It's looking a lot less likely now at this point, at least today. Now there's still some uncertainty in this forecast. As you know, things are going to change again on Sunday, but that tropical depression 9, as it becomes a melda, may move away from the coast. We currently have 9 with sustained gusts at 45 miles an hour. Sustained winds though are still at about 35 miles an hour. We have sustained gusts at 195 miles an hour. Sustained winds overall for the storm at 160, but that's a really high wind gust. So an intense, powerful Category 5 sitting in the open Atlantic. It's about 400 miles away from areas of the northern Leeward Islands, so they're going to have huge impacts in the ocean. We also will expect to see these big swells start to move toward our coast, and we also expect to see the impact from what will become a melda developing likely into a Category 1 hurricane. It all depends on how quickly this system moves and how quickly Imelda is able to get out of the Bahamas as to the track. It really will be an interesting week to watch these storms, hopefully keeping them away from land. It'll be a little close to Bermuda, but still a few hundred miles off the coast, we believe, as it's turning to the north and northeast. So good news tonight that we expect to see less impact inland as we go into the Carolinas over the next couple of days if this track continues to hold. So that's what we're looking at right now. I want to show you what we've got right now with 9, 35-mile-an-hour sustained winds. Movement is very slow, 5 miles an hour. That means it's going to drop a lot of tropical rain over the Bahamas, also create flooding conditions along the Florida East Coast from Daytona Beach south through Melbourne. We're also looking at that turn happening somewhere between Daytona Beach, it looks like right now, and off the coast of Savannah. So if we can keep it farther south, that also limits the impact to our beaches. Although that cone is still a very broad area of impact, it does appear right now that we may miss some of the worst of the weather. We're still going to see some really intense rains before it even rides up the coast. So we're going to be pumped with some 5 to 10 inches still along the east coast of the United States. And that is dependent, of course, if it stays a little bit closer to the west or the east coast of Florida. Now, right now it takes a turn, 70-mile-an-hour winds, and back to a tropical storm by Thursday. So it's going to be a long-lived system this week for us. From Monday through Thursday, we'll be watching the storm system impact our beaches. Rip currents, longshore currents. Also, we're going to have the possibility of those big wave heights. So we're going to have disruption with the mariners out there. We're talking about cruise ships too. In fact, I have some photos from Tropical Depression 9 on my Facebook page. You can check those out there, and I'll hopefully share those with you a little bit later. But you're noticing that the turn here happens as we start to possibly see a little circulation develop here. And if that Fujiwara effect does develop, it could help to bring this system a little bit farther off the east coast. We're going to be watching for that. We'll see if that does come to fruition, but we're looking at 34-mile-an-hour winds potentially by Tuesday as that's closing in on the Charleston area, 40 to 50 miles an hour, still offshore. From the center of the storm, though, we could see about a 100-mile radius there, and we'll be watching for those swells to impact folks as far north as New England and up toward Maine. So this is going to have a far-reaching effect. The rainfall, though, will be pretty heavy from Atlantic Beach as we head south through Charleston. Our Outer Banks may miss out on the worst of the rain, at least initially, and some of that energy could still linger at the coast as we talk about a couple of fronts and impacts later in the week. Right now, the two storms are still a little bit farther apart than we'd like to see that circulation develop, but it's possible that that will happen very soon. So talking about Category 5 hurricane right now, this is Umberto. Pretty powerful, third Category 5 of the season. Take a look at your 7-day forecast. 70s out there for your Sunday, mostly cloudy, periods of rain on Monday. Tropical chances for us possible Monday into Tuesday if we can get that system to wrap anything inland, and it would be limited here. Rainfall totals will be much lower across the tri, but temperatures milder in the low 70s much of the week, and we'll see a series of fronts heading into next weekend.
You're watching WXII 12. And now, the Modern Automotive Sports Report.
Well, the long wait is over. It's been 16 days since Wake Forest played its last game. A game that left a sour taste lingering after a loss to NC State. And now the competition only gets tougher as unbeaten 16th ranked Georgia Tech comes to town. The Deacs looking for their first ranked win since 2022. It's a quiet first quarter. Tech leads 3-0 after one. Into the second now, Robbie Ashford hands it off to the workhorse, Damon Claiborne. He gets outside for a gain of 6. That sets up first and goal from the 4. This time Ashford will keep it himself, fighting his way up the gut. He's in for 6, and it is 7-3 Deacons. A lot of credit to start this game has to go to the Wake Forest defense, giving up under 140 yards of total offense in the first half. Haynes King keeps it himself on 4th and 1 at the Wake 30. But there's another big stand from that Deacon defense. That sets up 3rd and 7. Time to air things out. Ashford drops a dime to Sterling Burkhalter. That's a gain of 39, leading to a Claiborne touchdown to make it 14-3 Wake Forest. Still a lot of football to go. The Wake Forest students ready to storm the field, but Georgia Tech will kick a field goal to send this game to overtime. The Yellow Jackets put 7 on the board first in OT. Claiborne will get in for the score. Deacs going for it all on the 2-point conversion, but the pass is intercepted. Georgia Tech will take this game 30-29. Before kickoff in Winston-Salem, the action was at the Joel. Steve Forbes and the Deacs held open practice Saturday morning with nearly 1 month until the season opener on November 3rd against American. Wake has a strong core returning from last season in Trayvon Spillers, Juke Harris, and Omaha Ballou. Duke is fresh off of a Tobacco Road win over NC State on the road at Syracuse. The Blue Devils up 10-3 to start second quarter. Darian Mensah finds Cooper Barkate over the middle, 34 yards to the crib as Duke will lead 24-3 headed into the locker room. Into the third, Nate Shepard putting on a show, 170 yards and